Hey guys, it's payday. All right, so I know I showed you guys my August budget, but I wanted to come back to you today to show you the two things that I use to do my budgeting. And so I did my August budget. Every month I do my August budget ahead of time in Microsoft Excel. And that's kind of just how I plan out the month. And 9 times out of 10, I usually do it 2 months in advance just to kind of know where I'm going, just in case I have some, expected things and I want to plan out ahead. So I do it in Microsoft Excel first, and that's how I pretty much plan the month out. And as you saw in my budget from yesterday, I not only do for the month, but then I break it down into how I do each paycheck. But what I use on payday, what I use to actually track my expenses and to kind of show, what's going in and is out, is I use the software You Need a Budget. And so usually every payday I go online, and I usually do it from my computer, and I input my numbers. Also, as I'm going throughout the day and throughout the week, and as I do my spending, I have the app on my phone, and that's how I input all of my expenses. So it's tracking pretty much everything as I go, and that's how I pretty much keep track of my budget. So like I said, I use Microsoft Excel. It's just for planning purposes, just so I can kind of just see an overall view of what the month should be looking like. But I use You Need a Budget to actually go throughout the month, and I track everything. So I wanted to come to you today and show you exactly how I put everything into You Need a Budget. And so I print out my my Excel spreadsheet, and you guys are going to join me today as I input those numbers into the software. All right, so here is my main screen that I see on payday for You Need a Budget. Right now I'm not going to really go into so much on how you use it and how you set it up. Maybe another day I will do that. But as you see up here, this is what I'm over budgeted, 81.23, and and if you saw my budget yesterday, I thought it was only $60. So we're gonna have to play around with that a little bit. But so I have my spreadsheet printed out, and what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna put in my paycheck for today. And so I'll go over here under my main checking account, and I choose to do everything manually. Now, in You Need a Budget, you can have things automatically synced through your bank account, but I choose not to do that. I'm trying to develop the habit of actually tracking my expenses. And so if I do it, if I do I feel like if I do the automatic linking, it's going to break me of that habit. So that's what my choice is. That's what I do. I do see a lot of videos where people do, the automatic syncing, and they reconcile, but I chose to do it this way, just to have it's a good habit for me. And so what I'm going to do first is add my transaction, and since today is payday, we are going to put in that I'm getting paid. So I put the amount in to be budgeted, and my inflow 2909, and hit save. So what's going to happen, and I'll go back up here to budget, you'll see that I have money in my account that needs to be budgeted. So what I'm going to do is just go through my spreadsheet for this payday and start popping in some numbers. So the first thing I had in here was for the gym. And I have that down in here in fitness. So a negative $2 because I had to adjust something from last month. So over here, I'm just going to hit plus $45. And then that shows that $45 is over here. And as you see, I already have some money in some other funds from the last budget. Those, because I'm not sure when Amazon Prime is going to be paid, but I did pay that out of the last paychecks, the pay periods budget. Also, this medical bill is going to be paid. That was from some flexible spending money that came in, but I'm waiting for the bill to come in. Also, Google Play has not been coming out, but I budgeted that from the previous. So that's why I like You Need a Budget, because once I put it in here, especially things that are like automatic payments, it'll sit here in green until I get to actually paid and I actually add the transaction in. These that are orange, those are just goals for the month. Those there's a certain amount that I need to put in there, and so once I actually put it in there, it'll turn green. All right, so let's continue. The next one is the car note. So we'll go up to my debts here and add in that 192. And as you see, every time I add in something, this to be budgeted amount decreases. Next is going to go to the student loan, 482.91, which is automatic. So let's keep on moving. The mortgage, 1409. Yeah, see that number steadily decreasing. And let's go to Me Money, $20. Gas money is up here, plus 150. Then we've got groceries. Where's groceries? Plus and 125. And so you see, for the next 2 weeks, these will be green, and then every time I add my transactions, they'll decrease. And the whole purpose is to keep them green and not go into the red. Laundry is down here. Cool. Plus 30. And then medical expenses. I cannot wait to pay that bill off. I hate the fact that I haven't paid it off yet. Plus 125. And then, so that negative balance is already covered. And so I had 261 to go into the debt snowball payment. But as you see, I only have 248.86 left. So we're going to go up here to Lightstream. And add this remaining 248.86. Then I have no more money to be budgeted. So if you follow Dave Ramsey, you guys have heard of the zero-based budget. That's pretty much what I do. And so now for the next 2 weeks, everything is budgeted out. I covered the overage from the last pay period. And as you see, so I've got $125 for groceries, $150 for gas, $192 for my car, $1409 for my mortgage, $248.86 is going to go to that Lightstream loan, $482.91 for my student loan. Myself, I get $20. Amazon Prime, like I said, I know it comes out in August. I'm just not sure when. So that's been funded for the $119. $225. I have 2 medical bills that will be paid this month. Laundry, for the 2 weeks, and $45 for the gym. And then I still have that $9.99 sitting in there for Google Play. So that is how I do this. Every payday, I go in and do the same thing. And then usually I use the app to enter in my transactions as they happen. And then on Mondays, I go in and make sure I reconcile. And so next Monday, I'll probably show you how I do that to make sure I'm tracking correctly. So that is what I do on payday, and that's how I use Microsoft Excel and my You Need a Budget. Alrighty, you guys take care and hope you guys are budgeting well. Bye-bye.